everyone, this is Aishwarya and welcome to Beauty with Coach. So guys, no matter what your discipline is, you may be a BTech student, you may be BCA student, MBA, MCA or whatever. So no matter what your discipline is, when you go for any interview, one question will be asked for sure, and that first question will always be, tell me about yourself, isn't it? And you may think this question is very simple. I know everything about me, I'll say whatever I want. Yes, you know everything about you, fine. You can say whatever you want, that is also fine. But do you really think interviewer is interested in you? He wants to know everything about you. Trust me, my dear, he's not looking for a perfect bride or a perfect groom. Why will be he interested in your personal life? He is not at all interested in knowing each and everything about you. He's just interested in knowing two things. What is most important for you? And second, are you fit for the job? That is it. And trust me guys, this is an elevator question. Why I am saying this? Because this question will decide whether interviewer should listen to all your next answers or not, or he should just pretend to listen. So yes, sometimes interviewer is not at all interested in you after listening to your this answer, tell me about yourself, isn't it? So he decided, no, I'm not going to hire this person, but since he has to kill time, he will just pretend to okay, yes, I'm listening. So no. So try to answer this question very smartly so that interviewer does not need to pretend. He will he should listen to you. That is the main thing. So how can you answer this question smartly? As I already said, he is not interested in your personal things. So he is only interested in two things. What is most important to you? So you may say, I'm a big cricket fan, I'm a Kohli fan, I love Sachin, Dhoni or whatever. Dhoni may be important for you, Sachin may be important for you, but is there anything about Dhoni or Sachin which is going to benefit that company? No, not at all. Then why will he be interested in knowing that? So he may be important for you, that is fine. You should have a personal life, you have a right to have your personal choice, your space, that is okay. But when you are in interview, you should be you should act like a perfect professional. So the two things he wants to know: first, what is most important to you? So you should only tell what is most important for your professional life, okay? And the second thing, are you fit for the job? So yes, it means, why do you want this job? Okay, so you have to answer this indirectly, isn't it? So if you say for money, then let's say you are in a drive of XYZ company. If XYZ can pay, then ABC can also pay, isn't it? Then why XYZ? You have to answer this question very honestly, very smartly, not too honestly, but yes, smartly. Try to be as honest as possible. So you understood what interviewer wants to know when he asks, tell me about yourself, isn't it? Only two reasons. What is most important to you? Second, are you fit for the job? Now, how can you answer this question? I'm giving you formula, okay, and try to use this formula for answering. You will surely end up getting a job. First, who are you? Say, I'm Ravi. I'm a BTech graduate with an aggregate percentage of 85%, let's say. So yes, this is something which he wants to know. This is all about your professional life. So yes, be very confident and say, hi, I'm Ravi. I am computer science graduate from so and so college with an aggregate of 8.5 CGPA. Fine. So okay, and the second point or the second thing which you want to add after this, your accomplishments. Okay, so accomplishments should also be related to your professional life and not the personal one. So yes, along with my degree, I have done Python as well as machine learning course from Coursera. Learning these technologies helped me in developing my final year project called XYZ. Okay, and it was this project where I realized I am a team player and so. Okay, so yes, this was only about professional, isn't it? So you talked everything about your professional aspects. You showed you're a team player. You showed you know machine learning and Python apart from your studies. So yes, he will expect you know your subjects fine, and that is in your CV, that is you have mark sheets and all, everything. But yes, now adding this accomplishment along with who you are, this will give an extra benefit, isn't it? So this will show who you actually are. I mean, yes, you are a team player. This showed. Why? Because okay, you learned machine learning or Python from Coursera, fine, now you used it. You just didn't have a certificate, you used it. It means you have a proper sound knowledge. You used it in developing your final year project. And since your final year project was not an individual one, it was a team project, this supports that yes, you must be a team player, isn't it? So you gave reason for everything, isn't it? So this was point number 2. And the third point which you should mention is why only this job, why you are interested in this job and not any other job. If you say I'm an engineering graduate, that's why I want engineering job, then my dear friend, so many companies are there for engineering job. Why only that particular company? So think about this part. I'll answer in my upcoming videos. Okay, so this is all about tell me about yourself. Now one extra bonus tips. See, you may be not very much comfortable in English, so I have so many like videos, 2 or 3 videos, so not so many, so on my channel regarding regarding English. So if you want, you can go and consult that, fine. But yes, English or any other language, no matter what it is not something you can learn overnight. This is something which you can learn by practicing. This will take time. So if you are a beginner, if you have a broken English, you will not start speaking fluently in, let's say, 2 or 3 days. No, not at all. You need time. You need at least like 3 months, 6 months and something. So you need time. But let's say you have interview next week, then what should you do? See, interview is not about like a grammar Nazi or something. No, not at all. So even if your English is not that good, even if your grammar is not that good, you know yourself. You know, I'm not very good in English. I'm not like, I don't have a very sound grammatical knowledge. Fine. You know yourself. That is the best thing. So yes, it's not like I don't make mistake. I make a lot of mistake. Trust me, I make a lot of mistakes. But I end up getting compliments like you speak so fluently, your English is very good. Why? Because of only 2 or 3 reasons. First reason is I am confident. So okay, you know your English is not very good. You make mistakes like grammatical mistakes, of course. Sometimes you're out of words. This happens with me a lot. Sometimes I'm like, yes, I want to say this, but I'm not able to get a perfect word for that. So yes, it is the case. It happened with every one of us. It's not only about English. It's about our mother tongue too. It's about every language. So yes, be confident. So confidence is something which will really help. And the second point, don't act as robot. I mean, if I start saying like, see, this is the English tutorial, if you want my lectures, you can go and check out my lectures in this playlist only. Will you be able to understand what I'm saying, or will you be able to concentrate on me? No, not at all. I should act as a human and not as a robot. So I'm not a robot. So no interviewer will expect me to act as a robot. I am a human. So I must be like, act like a human, isn't it? So yes, this is the main thing. It's not like I start talking like this. No, I have hand gestures, postures, so many things matter. And confidence, which I said. So make a proper eye contact. This is also important. See, I'm talking to you guys. You guys are not in front of me when I am recording this video. But I consider you guys are like here, I'm talking to you people. So that's why this proper eye contact. Let's say I'm talking to you and I'm like, okay, so this was this, and in whole video I start sometimes at looking at my fan, sometimes at ceiling, or sometimes somewhere else like this. Will you be able to concentrate, or will you be able to take me this seriously? No, you will not. So proper eye contact matters a lot. So be confident, maintain a proper eye contact. And third point, act as a human. You're not a robot, so be yourself. This is a very good thing. So be yourself. That is the like very good thing. And one more extra tip which I want to share is, a good interview is always a conversation. It's not a monologue. Trust me when I say it should always be a conversation. See, whenever I record a lecture, I always pretend like I'm talking to you people. I'm talking to someone. Some of you asked a question and then I answered. I try to create a classroom in my head. So this is the case, and this is why I think I can this is the thing I feel which help you people to like stay connected with me. So for connection, this thing is very important. So yes, conversation, a good interview is always a conversation. It's not a monologue. It's not like interviewer asked a question and you threw your answer. It's not like that. So try to make it as a conversation. Yep. So try to make it as a conversation. I remember my interview, it was simple, it was so sweet. My interviewer was like, I can say my interviewer was very good person. I don't know whether he's watching this video or not, but yes, he was like someone who comforted me a lot. He was talking to me just like a friend, you can say. Yes, he asked me one question. I'm just giving you an example, so please take it as example only. So he asked me what an algorithm is. Initially I gave him bookish answer. I gave him that definition, a proper definition. He said, okay, I understood, you know the thing, fine. But I understood because I am also an engineer. So let's say I'm not an engineer, I'm a chai wala, then how will you make me understand what algorithm is? So trust me guys, when your knowledge is sound, so how can you say my knowledge is sound or not? See, if you can make a 10th class student understand the thing, then you should be confident about your knowledge. Then you can say, yes, my knowledge is proper, my knowledge is sound. It's not like if you make your friend understand your knowledge is proper. No, your friend know most of the things. He just needs some help. That's it. But a 10th class student doesn't know anything about BTech, isn't it? Or about your subjects. And if you're able to make him understand everything, yes, a 10th class student is like a small child. He doesn't have as developed brain as we have. But if you are able to make him understand by giving simple examples or something, then your knowledge is sound. You can only have examples handy with you if you have sound knowledge. So try to make a conversation, make an interview a conversation and not a monologue. So this is the best thing. You will also feel comfortable. Seriously, trust me. So yes, on this note, I'm wrapping up this video. So stay healthy, stay fit. Love you all. This is Aishwarya signing off. Bye bye.